Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Confessions of Being Fabulous with Priscilla Hawks, where we live, we learn, we grow. So today is day 12 of our 31 Days of Gratitude Challenge. We've been here every day for the month of December. We still have more time to go, and it's an exciting time. I am Okay, sorry, a message came in. I'm really excited because we're not quite at the halfway mark, but almost at the halfway mark. And I was telling someone the other day that I'm happy and I am grateful that I pushed myself to do this because I had been kind of keeping away from going live because I didn't feel like I was ready. I didn't feel like I had a big enough audience yet. I didn't feel like anybody would show up. And in some respects, I've been right. There's not always been an audience. I'm still growing. There's still people that don't know I exist and all of that good stuff. But I feel like this experience has made me stronger at, in terms of not just communicating, but um, having just a conversation. Because when I look at lives that I tend to enjoy, they just feel like conversations with the person on the other side. So this is now that you and I are having a conversation. So I'm grateful that I've pushed myself and we've come this far. We're at day 12 and we're going to continue on. But today, so go back to each video if you want to get a snapshot of what we've discussed. Quick recap. We've talked about being grateful for people. We talked about being grateful for things. We had a day where we talked about, a couple of days rather, where we talked about gratitude blockers and some of the reasons we might find it difficult to even express gratitude or to be in the spirit of gratitude. This whole challenge is about embracing gratitude as a lifestyle and not just like a one time thing, but as a lifestyle, actually, appreciate what you have, appreciate, be grateful for what's in your life, for the people in your life, for the things in your life, for the circumstances you may find yourself in. But for some people, especially around the holidays, it's hard for them to do that. They may have lost love, they may have lost loved ones, they may have lost a job, like it's just difficult. So, right now, it's all about in this challenge, challenging yourself through each thing that I kind of put out there for the day to see if that will help you on your journey to be a person who has more gratitude in their life as a lifestyle. So that's the point of it. But we talked about that. We had a holiday party on day 7. So if you haven't tuned in, go back to day 7. Day 7 was a lot of fun. We set up what I call it the gratitude corner, and we had a bunch of little kids and different people at that event come up and talk about what they were grateful for. I sang. So for those of you that don't know, I do also sing. So I sang maybe 3 or 4 songs, and then we had some songs with the kids, holiday songs. So it's been great. After the holiday party, we transitioned, and this is kind of where we are now. We had a few days in a row where we're talking about gratitude tools. And gratitude tools are things that will allow you to maybe a bit easier get into this spirit of feeling grateful, spirit of gratitude, and really just see if you do the exercise, will it get you there? Because sometimes we just need a little push, right? You just need a little bit of help. And so I'm hoping that the exercises. So if you want the specifics, you got to go back to days 1 through days 11, and you got to look at each replay for yourself and see how it lands on you. But that's the brief recap. So now here we are. We find ourselves at day 12. And today I'm going to go over another, what I call tool, a gratitude tool. I'm saying tool, TOOL. I feel like I'm saying two, but I'm saying tool. A gratitude tool that you can definitely pay attention to, try out, whatever you want to call it. And that's this idea of focus. Specifically, I want to talk about something called a focus wheel. This is an idea that I'm actually borrowing from someone that you'll easily find on YouTube named Abraham Hicks. And it's a personality. Uh, if you look it up, you'll see why I don't know how to define it, because it's a person, it's a real life person, but she believes she's channeling other beings and stuff like that, and sharing messages that are downloaded from those other beings. But one of the things that she talked about years ago that I found out about and I thought it was helpful is called a focus wheel. And a focus wheel is you take a piece of paper. Here we are once again. I'm telling you to do something that requires paper. So if I do this challenge next year at the start of it, I'm going to definitely say, hey, before you start this challenge, go get a 31 Days of Gratitude notebook, because I feel like each day I'm telling you to do something. But anyway, get a piece of paper, put a circle. On that circle, in the middle of the circle, you want to write something it is that you want, something that has been near and dear on your heart. Maybe it's like, I don't know, a goal, whatever. Like it's the thing that you want, but the thing that you feel really far from. And so because you feel far from it, you would never think to be grateful for it, because in your mind, well, I don't even have it yet. It's not mine. So why would I do that? So the instructions are draw the circle, write that thing in the middle. It can be an amount of money. It can be a person that you want to see. It can be something that you wish you could afford to buy, whatever the case is. And then what you're going to do is, starting at the top of that circle, you're going to think about something that is true for you. And that because it's true, because you can sink your teeth into it, and because you can perhaps even feel good about it, you're going to list that at the top of the page. And I'll explain the relevance when we get to the end of the circle, but at the top of the page. So let's use an example for me. I may, by the way, or I know I do, I just got to see if I can find it. I did an example of this on YouTube like a long, long, long time ago. If I could find the video, I'll put the link in the description. So that way, if you watch this on the replay, you can actually go click on that link and you can see a more thorough kind of representation of what it looks like and how to do it, and so on and so forth. But right now, I will try to explain as best I can. We do have a few people. You should cut the top of that tree back some. Why? um. Oh, okay. Are you guys fighting? No fighting. I see a comment that says nobody asked you, so I guess you're defending me. Thanks, but it's okay. Opinions are welcome. All I want for Christmas is you. Thanks, John Hill. That's sweet. Maintenance guy is simply at the top. Cut it back some. It will look more uniform. She don't even have a tree top for real. Why would she cut it? All right, so we're distracted by the Christmas tree. Let me cover it. Nah, it's all good. No, the idea that I wanted to do, I did it last year, and this year I just couldn't pull it off. You see these angels? These angels, I was able to kind of assemble them into like a little trio, and they collectively, I believe that's how I did it last year, made up my star. This year it just wasn't happening, so I used the actual star. Plus I have an 8-year-old and he was excited to put the star on the tree, so let him do what he wants to do on his tree. It don't have to look uniform. It's all the spirit of the holidays. But thank you for the advice. I'll keep that in mind for next year. um so this focus will, hello Radam. I love your Christmas tree. Thank you. We were just talking about how some people don't love it, but I'm glad you love it. But let me focus, because we're already at the 9-minute mark. This is supposed to be 10 minutes or less. Focus, Will. Draw a circle. At the top of the circle, excuse me, in the middle of the circle, I want you to write something that you have been striving for, something that you want, something that's important to you. You don't have it, you wish you had it, but because you don't have it, you feel like you can't be grateful for it. Write that thing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start at the very top. Act like it's a clock. So this would be 12 o'clock. We're going to start right here. We're going to write something that is true that we can feel good about. So if I put in the circle, I'm so happy and grateful, or rather, excuse me, in the circle, you're not happy and grateful for anything yet. In the middle of the circle, if I put something like, I have, I don't know, I have $1 billion. That's what I put in the middle of my circle. So now at the top, something that matches that, maybe, that I genuinely can be grateful for. I've talked before about my son. He was a preemie. He was only 1 pound and 10 ounces when he was born. He's basically a miracle baby. He is now 8 years old. So at the very top for me, I could just put Nolan. And so then I can, for 10 seconds, just feel that feels good. It's like almost like a form of relief. Like that feels good. So then now let's go further around the clock. Let's say we're at the 3 o'clock hour now. We started at 12, 1, 2, we're at 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, we're going to put something else that's true. And it might be, I just spent Thanksgiving with my family that I haven't seen in 5 years, and that was a lot of fun, whatever. So we put that. You might reminisce for 10 seconds on what you did, the jokes that you told, the games that you played, like all of the good feelings. So you're going around this wheel and now you're starting to feel good. So it's called a focus wheel because you're focusing your energy on things that are actually true, things that have actually felt good to you. And you're just right there, just staying with that good feeling. So let's keep going. We did 12, we did 3. Now you're welcome to do 12, 1, 2, 3. I'm just for the sake of this video, I'm trying to get through it so that we can be done. But we did 12 o'clock, we did 3 o'clock. Let's go down to 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, I want to say something like, I am so happy that I have this beautiful mom group. And these are, this is a real thing for me, actually. This beautiful mom group that supports me. We support each other. Sometimes we have to have conversations that are unique to moms and what moms go through. Black moms in particular, it's called Mocha Mom. So, being a mom of color, there are some things that are unique, some conversations we may have to have with our sons that others may not have to have with their sons. All of these things. I'm grateful for this group. I'm grateful that they exist. So I can sit with that thought. I can sit with that reality. I can sit with this, feeling for a minute and just soak it up. And so now keep going around. You get to the 9 o'clock hour, and we can stop here because I think you get the idea, and then it's going to be back at 12. So the idea is that you're going around this circle and you just list out some things that are true, that you are grateful for. And you basically focus for this time on those things. And what ends up happening is when you get back to the 12 o'clock hour, sometimes people might do the wheel twice. When you get back to the 12 o'clock hour, the very top of the circle, now when you look at what's in the middle of the circle, do I have $1 billion right now? No, I do not. I don't have $1 billion. But I have found that when I go through this exercise, I start at 12 o'clock, I go around, I'm listing things, I'm feeling the feelings. When I get back to 12 o'clock, woo, the feeling, I feel amazing. And so because I feel good, now I can get into the spirit of gratitude. I can get into the spirit of feeling more like I believe God wants me to feel, more lighthearted, more free, more not as selfish, not as concerned with self, more, readily able to give, more loving, all of those things. And so when you now put yourself in the feeling of, you know what, I can be grateful for some things in my life. I do have some things in my life to be grateful for. I believe that if you practice that feeling, and now you start to have what I call gratitude as a lifestyle, your overall life just improves. So the challenge for today is for you to go and create your own focus wheel. Start at the 12 o'clock and go around. Remember, in that middle part, put something that you don't have, something that you feel like, well, I can't be grateful for it because I don't have it. It could be anything. It could be something that you feel like is completely out of reach. But the point is, you're going to curb that middle part for a second, and you're going to go around it with all of the things that you do have that are true, that you can actually, when you really think about it, you're like, oh, I can be grateful for this. I wasn't even thinking about it. Because oftentimes that's what happens. We have things that we could be grateful for. We're just not thinking about it because all of the other stuff is getting the shine, right? All of the negative things get the attention. All of the things that we don't have, all of the things, that we wish. You can live life like that if you want to, but if you stop by 31 days of gratitude, the whole point of this challenge, I'm trying to share with you some ways to turn over a new leaf if you think it'll help you. All right, so I'm gonna jump because the goal. I used to say the goal is for this to be 10 minutes, but we are at day 12, and I think I hit the 10-minute mark or less, maybe like twice. Every other day, it's been closer to like 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 minutes. So maybe this is more of a 15-minute live, and I'll just start saying that. Before I jump, hello, where are you from? I am in Jersey. Welcome. I'm mooning. Oh, okay. I want my. That's not nice. I want my side chick to stop being so needy. That is so mean. Why do you have a side chick? Different live. Wish you a very happy advanced Christmas and Merry Christmas. Thank you, Raritam. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. The other stuff I can't read, but thank you guys for being here. So, like I said, if you watch the replay, I'm going to see if I could find this focus wheel that I actually recall doing myself years ago. I put it on YouTube, and it's something I just kind of have in my files if I ever want to visit, but I'll share it with you. And it should maybe better explain, and then you'll also get to see the actual wheel go around it. I think I might even cry in that video if I'm not mistaken. So let me make sure I can find it. I hope I can find it, fingers crossed. And if I can, I'll post the link, and then you can actually see in real time me go through how to do a focus wheel. But even if you don't have that video, listen to this replay again. I feel like I described it in a way where you can easily understand. Draw a circle, write something in the middle of the circle that's out of reach, that you don't have, that you feel like you can't be grateful for. Start at 12 o'clock, list something that's true that you can feel good about. Go to 1 or 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, write something else. Go to 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock, write something else. Basically, just go all around the circle and start writing things that actually are true that maybe you just weren't focused on. Hence the term focus wheel. All right. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you'll come back tomorrow. We're at day 12, so I'm really excited, but we still have a ways to go. Tomorrow's day 13. So come back around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. ish. I have not started at 4 p.m. on the dot. I'm aware of that. I am working, so I usually, if I'm in the middle of a deep thought right at the 4 o'clock hour, I don't stop because I may not get that thought back, and I need to complete my thought and work on my agreement. So that's it. But one more quick look. Blessed with beauty. Thank you. Are you married? I'm not at the moment, but that could change for me very, very, very shortly. Very, very, very shortly. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Come back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time ish for day 13. I wish you lots of fun, laughter, abundance in your life.